back, guys. Okay, so this is going to be part 2 of Ring 1. Now, in the last video we did, Caleb was talking about the 3 rings and what are they, whatever. And like he said, if you're confused about what the 3 rings are, go back. We did a video not breaking down, but explaining what the 3 rings are. We've already hashed that out, so there's no sense in going into it. I wanted him to do the first video on the ground because I know this, y'all don't, but he hates on the ground. He hates it. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all, because growing up, it was pounded into his head. If you're on the ground, get up. Get up, get up, get up. The style that my instructor, because I was one that taught him Muay Thai, but my instructor, if I was fighting Caleb and I went to the ground, if I stayed there too long, you're fighting me, and now my instructor's coming and attacking me. Now I'm fighting both of you. And it was to teach you to get up off the ground, because we're not judo or jiu-jitsu or wrestling. We're not. Not that there's anything wrong with those. I think those are fantastic.
Oh, yeah, excellent.
Like I've said in one of our previous videos, I spent over a year training in jiu-jitsu. But so in the first of the 3 rings, one thing that is a misunderstanding, the first ring is physical contact. So we're touching each other. Now, people always associate that with being on the ground. Whether I'm trying to put you in an arm bar, trying to put you in a triangle, trying to put you in a key lock, whatever, it's on the ground. That's where people associate. But a lot of people don't understand. Judo starts here. And judo does a lot of work in ring 1. I'd say 90% judo.
That's right.
If I get you here and here and I do it and throw you on the ground, that's ring 1 work.
That's ring 1.
And I've made contact. Once I get you on the ground, I'm not going to let you go.
No.
I'm just going to adapt from here to down here.
Yeah. I'm not saying, I'd never do that.
No,
I'd never
stop, because you're asking for trouble.
Exactly.
In Battarat, in what we teach, I don't want to say Battarat is a broad blanket term, but in Black Stick.
Yeah, Black Stick.
Black Stick. The first thing you're going to learn once you've successfully completed your first test evaluation is you're going to start working in ring 1. I'm not comfortable or equipped to teach ground fighting like a judo or jiu-jitsu class. That's not our wheelhouse.
We know enough to get to the ground and be dangerous.
Right.
I'm not teaching it though.
Right. Here's something that I think a lot of people, they've got the wrong mindset. If you take somebody that is a professional martial artist, a UFC fighter, or something like that, a boxer, or whatever, 9 times out of 10, those guys are not looking for a fight.
Yeah.
You've got somebody that's a 4-time world Muay Thai champion, and he knows I can kick you right and snap your leg. More often than not, he's not the one that's going out starting fights. Okay? A lot of the guys that want to start trouble, they're what I would call an untrained or unskilled fighter. And before you get on their keyboard words, well, I tell you, I don't know how to street fight. I said untrained. Well, the bar is where I get trained. I'm speaking, I know this to be factual. More often than not, the biggest weapon they have in their wheelhouse is, hey, what's that?
Punk. Yeah, exactly.
It's called a sucker punch.
Yup.
I'm talking about somebody that has dedicated time, effort, energy from an instructor being taught how to fight. They have that confidence and that humility. If you spend enough time in a martial arts class, you get humbled real quick. I don't care how bad you think you are, you're going to be humbled.
There's always somebody better.
Always. So this is teaching how to defend against the average guy. We did a video recently, I think one of the last videos we did recently when we was in Snowmageddon 26, talking about that armchair quarterback that thinks he knows what he's doing because he watched a UFC fight, so he tries it, right?
Yeah, exactly. I know how to do it.
Yeah. And one of the big things that a lot of guys want to do is when they want to start fighting, if you'll come over this way just a touch, they want to get up close and then they want to...
Yeah, right.
Doing one of them.
Yeah. That just stings.
Yeah, if you got somebody that knows how to hit, well, we did a test. We did a test.
Scientific
just like the heel kick.
Exactly.
Right? And I want to clarify, when I kick, I said heel, I'm sorry, the calf kick.
Calf kick, yeah.
when I kicked his calf for science, he kicked me back. So we're hitting each other.
Exactly.
And so what
we're stupid for some reason. We enjoy pain.
Right. We leg kicks, back, sides, calf. Listen.
Yeah.
Where so we had this science experiment. Now, as I've said in previous videos, we both are really big, love to ride motorcycles. We just don't have crotch rockets. We got choppers. We got muscle bike. You got now. So it was a big muscle bike. Anyway,
whatever.
So I put on one of my MMA gloves. He put on a riding helmet. And I will say this, whether it's true or not, this is a story I'm going to stick with. This was his idea.
It actually was my idea.
So he puts on his full face guard, riding helmet, whatever. He said, I want to see. I said, okay. So it was what, 50%?
It was like 30%.
30%. Right there. Rung his bell.
My head was spinning.
I almost felt bad if it wasn't so funny.
Yeah. And it's one of those ones, I've been hit before. It was just like,
It is what it is.
That was rough. I'm thinking,
woo! So there was a story that was told to me by my instructor. And yeah,
I know the story.
So there was this young man was testing to receive his black belt. It was a black belt test. And if you've never seen a black belt test, I don't know about other styles, but in Muay, it's brutal.
It's medieval.
It's absolutely brutal. And so this guy was fighting somebody. And I don't know, it's one of those deals where he zigged when he should have zagged. But the way I understood it, he come in like he was going to try to do a double leg. And the guy that was the guy that was testing, they were going to try to take him down. And all he did was a reverse punch and hit the guy right on the top of the head. And my instructor, he said that the man's dropped. And so they couldn't wake him up, whatever they call it, 911, the whole deal. Said his head, his skull cracked like a boiled egg smacking on the countertop. And the guy that was testing that actually threw the punch got so distraught that he quit and never, he threw his uniform down, walked out, and I don't want my black belt, I quit, I'm never again. The point being, if you come across somebody that knows how to punch, they're not going to want to get up here like this and do this stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be able to generate any power. It's going to look pretty, and if you're competing, you might get points, but you don't have any. But if you can get back to here and put your whole body into it, it's not going to take much, and you're going to want to quit.
That's exactly it.
If I get you on the ground, I'm not going to do these little hammer fist chops. I'm going to try my best to hold you down and come with full body weight.
Boom! Back put all my 140 pounds into your face with no resistance on concrete.
It's going to do this. Get a tennis ball, set it on the ground, put your foot on it and stand on it. You'll see that ball squish. That's going to happen to your dome. If your head is on the ground and they hit you in the face, it's just going to make a mess. It's not pretty.
It's science. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. So in ring one, you don't have to be on the ground to fight in ring one.
No.
And one of the things that I used to do, I don't do it so much anymore because I'm older now. It's not showing off, but it was an actual lesson that I taught. And when I showed him this, he was probably 13, 14, he didn't know what I'm fixing to say. 13, 14, and it went twofold. He thought it was the coolest thing in the world, but he hated it. I did two things. One, I told him, I said, you pick the body part, and that's the weapon I'm going to use to fight. Tell him what you picked.
I was being smart. I'm like,
oh, I'll choose your shoulder.
That was a mistake.
It was a big mistake because what I did was I grabbed him with both hands and I pulled him in and I drove my shoulder right into his chest. Once he lost his wind, I used that shoulder as a pivot and he went down. The next thing I used to do is as a demonstration, if you will, is I would get up with the students and I tell them that you've got to learn how to fight in ring one, so I'm going to get here, but I would cover my eyes up. So now I couldn't see, and we're fighting, they're grappling, and I'm coming around with my eyes closed, and I'm grabbing and I'm pulling, but I got my eyes closed the whole time. I'm not showing out, I'm not showing off. What I'm showing you is you don't have to have your eyes when you're this close. don't break contact.
These are your eyes.
Exactly. I'm in ring 1. This is where I don't want to break contact.
And realistically speaking, how much can I see right here?
Exactly.
What am I looking at? What am I looking at?
Exactly.
Movie?
Exactly. And that was the whole point of the exercise is you get too dependent on this and you forget you got 4 other senses. So
exactly. And that's what that was such beautiful, valuable training. That really opened my eyes up. I'm thinking, wow, that makes a lot of sense because what if sand,
right,
or I get poked in the eye, or I get maced.
And that's what I was fixing to say. That was one thing. Okay, we're going to get fellow officers. You're going to get maced, and then you're going to have to fight.
Okay.
You'd be amazed. Oh, that never happens. Really? Not when I was an officer there was another city. They had an inmate in the back of the car acting squirrely. Kicking, banging, screaming, whatever. Officer opened the door to try to subdue the guy. Dude was already in cuffs. He's gonna hog time is what we call it. His partner, who was a rookie, opened the other door, went to spray him. The guy moved, and she accidentally sprayed her partner. Yep. So now he's blind, and she's blind because it's in that confined area. Yep. And you don't want to do that because now, even if you don't get it, you got to drive the car.
And if you've never been maced, don't do it. It's the worst.
It's bad. But the point. All right. So
and also wind. Yeah, wind can blow up your eyes.
Mace, hands down, is wonderful.
I would really get tased any day.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Mace sucks. So if he wants to try to grab a hold of me and do a takedown, remember when he did that sprawl? Well, that's what it's going to look like. I'm not going to do it because I got a bum hip. But now he's down, and I'm going to be right here on top of him, right? So now I'm on top of him. I got to choose. Do I engage in ring 1 or do I get back out of the way? That's where that explosiveness comes from.
Exactly. If you saw me potentially do that in the first video, now you saw it in real time.
Right.
Well, not real time, but you saw it.
Right. If we're here and he decides that, and this is going to come with practice, okay? Practice. But he decides okay, so that's your right hand, so you're going to swing and try to hit me. I can come in here and put him on the ground. And so you can do ring 1 standing.
Yes.
You can do ring 1 on the ground. It's not limited to the ground. The point of ring 1 is once you make contact, you don't break contact until you're ready to go to ring 2 or 3.
Then you're still getting contact.
yeah. It's more like this is Morse code now.
Yeah.
So ring 1 is, out of the 3, is the one that I like the least. But unfortunately, out of the 3, that's the one that is the most common.
Yeah, because people don't know how to fight. No. We're going to get on the ground and roll around in the dirt.
Oh, yeah.
See, we had a good fight. You're just dusty. You're not even bleeding.
Right.
Unless someone's bleeding, broken a bone, it's not a fight, in my opinion.
And again, we're not
advocating nothing.
No, we're not. This is not a tutorial. This is not a how-to. It's not meant to be. Again, I keep going back to this. I keep saying it. I know I sound like a broken brick, but find a school. All right?
Yes.
You need to find a school. But what Black Stick is I'm not trying to advocate to teach the students how to fight. That's not what we're about. Black Stick is about the craft and the art of, and I understand batteret means Irish stick fighting.
Yeah.
I get that. Where in the world are they doing faction fighting anymore? Right?
Not around here anyways.
They're not. I know Tennessee is historically known as the dueling state, but I believe it's illegal now.
Yeah.
So we're not doing that. So when we said in our very first video, we're trying to bring it in the modern, into the real world today, instead of fighting, I view it as protecting yourself.
Yeah. Even self-defense is a fight. Fight for your life.
But in my understanding, fighting is when we square off and we both decide that our ego is bruised and we're going to determine which one is the bigger man.
Yep.
Right? It's called mutual combat.
Exactly.
What we're teaching in Black Stick is self-defense, meaning you square off because you want to rob me or you want to fight me or whatever, and my goal is to make you not want to fight me. So if I do verbal judo, that's great. If you make a move and I put you on the ground and you get the wind knocked out of you and you decide never mind and we can shake hands and go on and be friends, that's fine.
Better.
But sometimes there are some people that are just, they don't want to hear it. And I'm going to show you an example. And this is where Blackstick and you need to be trained. What if he's not even mad at me, right? What if he doesn't even know that I'm around? But I'm here, he's drunk, and he's mad because his team is losing and it's the Super Bowl and he's got $100 bet on it and he's acting a fool. And he decides to start screaming and yelling and cussing at the wife or the kids or whatever. Can I get into ring one, physically restrain him, calm him down, and get him to chill out? Absolutely. If you come around here, just old-fashioned bear hug. Dude, chill out. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth
Exactly.
it. Calm down. Well, what if he decides he wants to rear back and hit somebody? So, nah, that's enough. That's enough. What you need. Boom, that's enough. Now cut it out. See? There's a whole lot that can be done. There's a whole lot that you can do. Now we're going to walk outside. And we're going to go outside and cool off, and we're going to think. See, I'm using my mouth just as much as my body.
Your mouth's a valuable weapon.
Let's go outside and calm down. But you have to understand, when I get him outside, I'm going to let you go. You're going to behave. You swing on me, and it's going to get serious. Now calm down.
And did you see that? Almost like he covered ground.
Exactly.
Wow!
So, the 3 rings do have a purpose. They are very valid. And I think the next video, we're going to show how to be in ring 1 using one of those. Because this is Batarang. So,
Exactly.
Again, this is not a tutorial. This is not a how-to. This is just trying to break down and explain to you the curriculum and what we teach. And more than anything, it's our mindset.
Yeah.
And how this works. Mm-hmm. We're not trying to make modern samurai warriors running down the street with swords, getting into duels or nothing like that.
Musashi, baby.
Musashi Miyamoto?
Yeah.
I think not. What we're trying to do is show you how to get out of a situation that you really shouldn't be in.
Yeah.
And circling back to what I said from the beginning, if you get into school and you start learning this stuff, you become a true martial artist, you're not going to be the guy looking for trouble.
You have nothing to prove.
But you got to always be the guy ready for trouble.
Yep.
My instructor told us, he said, of course we was kids, if I find that y'all are out there starting fights just to test your techniques, then when you come to class, I'm going to finish it. And he was a blood relative and had full permission from my parents.
Mm-hmm.
So that taught us real quick. I'm not going to be a bully and pick on you because then he's got to go ahead from my parents and be a
There's
bully.
always somebody better.
Always.
I
Always.
mean-
So anyway, it's just a quick deep dive into the mindset and the understanding that the 3 rings can be deceptive. You can be in ring 1 and be on the ground or on your feet. You can be in ring 2 and be on the ground or on your feet. Don't get caught up in details.
Yeah, don't get it twisted, man.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
So, all right. So that's my take on it. That's ring 1. I wanted him to do the first ring on the ground because it's, he hates it so much, and I figured I'd show the other half of it. So, as always, guys, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. We're not wanting to do tutorials. We're not wanting to teach.
That's for a safety reason, because not saying you, but some people will watch a video, just like an armchair quarterback, think, I know how to do it now,
Right.
and get hurt. And I don't want that on my conscience.
Right. Not you, but people we know.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, keep your eyes peeled, guys. We got some stuff coming up. Hopefully here in the near future. Might have a giveaway coming. I don't
Might
know.
have a giveaway.
We just might.
Who knows?
Never know.
And if
Never
you
know.
potentially like, subscribe, and put a comment in the future, you might get picked for the giveaway.
You just might. What could it be?
What could it be? I don't know.
It's not going to be a helmet and a glove.
No, it's not, because that's mine.
But it'll be pretty cool. All right, guys. I appreciate you.
See y'all later.